penalties you pay for relapsing. In today's world, in the state in which the world is currently in, you cannot afford to be relapsing. Now, what do I mean by that? You cannot afford to be splurging your precious seed. In any case or scenario, I would even go to the extent that releasing for procreation isn't even a viable option, because there is so much power in not releasing. Now, if you want to release for procreation, that's cool, but the penalties you pay to create that child. You pay time, right? You pay time. The penalties you pay for relapsing is never worth it. Splurging your seed can never be worth it. There's always debt to that. And so once you internalize this, you will then therefore stop looking for anything from this world, whether that be validation, whether that be a woman, whether that be anything of that nature. And so you essentially want to keep building up this energy, because that is the only way to really sustain your spirit and your liberty as a whole. And so relapsing is never ever worth it. You lose bone density, you lose IQ, you lose muscle, your beard becomes less thick, your eyes begin to become dull, your hairline begins to recede. Relapsing is never worth it. Your ability to reason with others is now flawed. There is so many downsides to relapsing, and relapsing essentially is slowly but surely returning you back to the hell vibration, whether you like it or not. And so what do I mean by the hell vibration? The hell vibration is essentially you returning back to the state in which the whole world operates in. The whole world operates from a state of degeneracy, and essentially degeneracy has become normalized. Sleeping around, drinking, smoking, all for the reason of being accepted in certain societies or certain societal groups is no. You want to avoid that at all costs. And so for this, a god like you who is retaining, you will be able to discern this extremely quick. You will be able to discern the fact that you aren't wanted or accepted in certain societies or traditions or any of that. And so to relapse, why the hell would you relapse? You're already not accepted anyway. You're already chosen. You're already a part of this journey that the collective, or most people, if you will never get the same opportunity as you. So for you to relapse, it's never worth it. You pay an extreme price. You're already authentic. You're already this ball of light. So why would you go to the extent of relapsing? Why would you go to the extent of dulling your bright light? They want to know what you're about. They want to see your authentic light shining bright. But when you relapse, you fail. When you relapse, you start to get disrespected. When you relapse, you lose your ability or capability to reason. When you relapse, you lose your glow. When you relapse, you lose IQ. When you relapse, you lose aura. And you can't let them know. You can't let the opposing force win. You must retain at all times. You see the bullshit state in which the world is in. Nevertheless, you still retain, you still persist. That's the goal. You never want to fail in a manner of complying to this world. Being a loser, submitting, subjugating. Never ever do you go to that extent. You are worth more than that. You have a bright light. For you to even watch this video right now is a reminder to you, and you're not seeing this video for no reason. So that bright light that you naturally possess, you must keep perpetuating that light through retaining. You must keep retaining, no matter how much opposing energy you are facing, no matter how much degenerate people you are with. You must retain. Retaining is the only way to get closer with God. Retaining is the only way to get closer with yourself. Retaining is the only way to win in what you would call life, and not win in what they perceive as a win, which is money, possessions, material, career, all of that bullshit, but rather a soul win. You win in soul. You don't subjugate to the opposing force. And that's really what you will get tested on this journey. You will be tested on this journey. They will test you. But you have the willpower, you have that deep down burning desire to show everybody what you're made of. Because realistically, you are made from a cloth that they aren't. You are a different breed, and releasing will deteriorate your spirit, will drain your spirit. So this message is to all the brothers who are out there, who are on this journey with righteousness, who are on this journey with intent to essentially evolve or transcend this realm, if you will. This message is for the people who aren't on clown retention. This message is for people who aren't on semen retention just for women, which is clown retention. This message is for all the righteous masculine men who are willing to never release in their life. And if you want to procreate, that's on you. All I have to say is there is penalties to relapsing. There is penalties to releasing life force. There is penalties to edging. There is penalties to clown retention. There is penalties for all of this shit. And so if you're not retaining in earnest, if you're not retaining with complete righteous intent, you will be punished. There will be penalties for you. So that's another video. You know, I will continue to alchemize the energy of my environment and feed it to you guys in a way to where as though you're now able to understand the righteous code of conduct of semen retention itself, and how one must persist on this journey. One must defeat the opposing force once and for all. The opposing force in which we face every single day. The opposing force, the degeneracy that is in cities. The degeneracy that is in these scum, acidic environments. Everybody thinks about the fast life. Everybody thinks about, how can I get this next dopamine spike? As kings on semen retention, do we encounter that? Hell the fuck no. This journey builds immense patience that when you nut can't be attributed to you. You can't attribute this amount of patience and delayed gratification. No. Only when you retain. Only when you retain, you are now a fucking warrior. But yeah, guys, it's another video and I'm out.